Well, it's finally happened, hasn't it? The 7 Crimes of Kullervo update is finally live in Warframe, with still zero news about where Wisp Prime is, sadly. And yes, I did search through all of this for Wisp and then finally kind of give up because this is just fixes alone here, this long list. Just fixes, because this forum post, all the way back to the top, come on, has literally just gone live, even though it says the update was live like 27 minutes ago. The forum post was 11 minutes ago, because in this, we will get to see Kullervo. Oh yes, Kullervo is finally here, and we get to see his signature weapon. For all the uselessness that is, it's 1040 damage, but it has very low crit per projectile, and very low status and very low crit. Everything about it is low apart from the actual damage. When in the hands of Kullervo, his melee combo duration goes up. Yeah, that's right. Equipping this primary means that your combo duration goes up. You would almost think this frame was built to be melee based, wouldn't you? This frame was definitely built to be melee based. I do love the alternate helmet, but I'm sorry. Classic Kullervo just looks so much better in his abilities. Being able to teleport and then heavy attack your enemy is going to be quite useful, but holding it to teleport to any marked location is going to be more useful. His second ability is, well, we can actually see the blades come out in a ring around him. Any enemy it hits will damage and heal you. If they don't hit an enemy, they will 180 and hit you. That's right, this ability does damage to yourself. His third ability, well, turns out that the wave of daggers they showed off previously with him doesn't exist, because this sends forth a curse that blinds enemies. And of course, blinded enemies should be open up to finishers, and it will do extra damage to them, with his last ability being the Rain of Blades. That I'm really looking forward to trying out. I think that is going to be his party piece. So we have being able to teleport anywhere on the map and to an enemy, being able to heal yourself. Yeah, that's going to be very useful. It will also damage enemies. Being able to blind enemies is going to be ridiculously useful. Every single thing about him does look great, if it wasn't for the fact that, well, turns out he isn't an Excalibur ripoff, because the ability that looked like Excalibur has gone, and this does not represent Ash in any way other than it uses the word teleport. So, no, Kullervo is in fact not a Ash Excalibur ripoff. Thankfully. That was a very fine line they had to tread. Now he's in game, we can confirm he's not a ripoff. Oh, I love that. What is a ripoff, if this market would load properly, would be, well, if we look at this, as melee combo duration goes up, that's because they had a plan a signature melee weapon that turned into a signature weapon skin. Ah yes, there it is. Give your heavy blade the look of Kullervo's legendary sword. Kullervo has a legendary sword. They have literally said legendary sword and turned it into a skin. It is available from the marketplace, and we're going to leave it at that. This skin looks so nice as well. This would have been the perfect signature weapon to release with him as an actual melee weapon instead of a skin. Especially with that whole combo duration. Yeah, because you really need combo duration while shooting a primary. Gauss's deluxe skin. Oh yeah, it looks better than I thought it was going to. From all the imagery and everything else of him in motion, it looked nice. But actually getting to see it in the game, yeah, this is why I don't tend to judge a lot of things that Digital Extreme do until it's physically in the game and we can take a look at it and go, okay, that looks much better than the imagery said it was going to. By quite a bit, actually. Sandana, take it or leave it. But the weapon skin that comes with it, shame it goes on the Aceltra only, but that is also a pretty decent primary all in itself, especially if you go fire rate nuts on that. It can be quite lethal. Having that skin for it as well, yeah, okay. I just wish they would make these things purchasable outside of just having to buy the entire pack. But if you are a Gauss main, oh yeah, he looks so much better now. Like, why is there no bones or anything keeping his hands attached? Just fire. I love that. I don't know why, but I love the fire in the arms. The weird part about it is the cave customizations that came with it. How do we put this very nicely? They're based on Gauss's deluxe skin. They have absolutely nothing to do with Kullervo. That is very, very clearly Gauss's deluxe skin. And I mean, I kind of wish that it is actually all there. I was just looking at the back part. The face, take it or leave it. It's not overly amazing. Still nice. Not overly amazing. I prefer one of the other ones. But having the little flames come off the back with the tail piece, I wish we could control the main one. It would look really nice. That's not too bad. Wish you could get these things in-game outside of the marketplace, though. That would make them even better. But what I thought was the funniest is the steeds resolve here. You can literally give them fire over their head, electricity over their head. Let's be honest, that's the one people will probably use the most. I have absolutely no idea what that one's actually supposed to be. Considering, well, we have fire, electricity, and what I would best put as ice. But it's not. It literally calls it wistful. You kind of missed water. Yes, water would have been a hard one to actually pull off, but it could have been orbs of water floating around the head. Kind of like this, but water. I would say that's ice, but it's not. That just looks like gems. But these things look just straight up weird, and I weirdly love it. Especially the fire one. That will look absolutely amazing with that. Just the entire setup here, with all the flames coming off it, and then having those flames, they're not that stupid, they know what they're doing. Then obviously there is the Arizu suit for the drifter. It doesn't actually say for the drifter because it also goes on the operator. I'm torn on this one. I'm not a big fan of the helmet, but the rest of it is perfectly fine. I actually really love those sleeves. Same with the rest of it. Can't fault it in the slightest, though for some reason they've gone for this whole white paper style and then just decided that it wasn't worth putting anything on the legs that match the same thing apart from the white at the bottom of the shoes. But the helmet, yeah. I like it. I just don't think I'll actually be running this because it doesn't look like... Well, the top piece isn't actually folded to the rest of it. It just looks weird for an origami-based operator/drifter outfit. But as well as that, obviously, for the next 2 weeks, whenever you click on duviri, there is supposed to be a little... Really? Come on, Digital Extreme, what are you playing at? Oh, I guess it's just not live, or they just decided not to actually make it a thing. Events! Thermia fractures. Yeah, okay. Starting at 12 PM ET until July 5th at 12 PM ET. Okay, 32 minutes from now, so about an hour after the update came out. That's why it's not there. You will see this. It will say Kullervo's Hold, because this whole update has brought a new island and more. I should add that and more to duviri. The duviri expansion in this is much bigger than they have kind of played here. And just, oh, that you're going to be able to go there and fight Kullervo to get a hold of Kullervo's parts and his signature weapon parts. Yeah, I'm torn. I like the fact it's there. I don't like the fact that once that ends, that island is only going to appear in certain moods of Dominus Thrax. Which is going to be a shame because this whole prison place looks nice, but ooh, what's these little icons here? Well, they're about 2 months too late. Because what they do is they actually show you what frames are available inside of duviri. So you can see them before going and see how many former are on them. Excuse me, why does Nidus Prime have no former? But the weapons are the same. You can actually see what the weapons are before you go in, so you will know if it's a junk collection and you want a different one. It changes every time you go in. You can quite literally go in, do 1 round of the circuit on normal, come back out and it will have changed, because you'll notice the frames are exactly the same no matter if it's on hard or steel path. So if you are trying to get a hold of your incarnants from the steel path, all you have to do is stick it to normal, do 1 round of circuit, come out, and that will have changed. You don't have to, as Digital Extreme put it, wait until his mood changes. So you don't have to wait 29 minutes, you can literally go in there, spend probably at most 5 minutes in there, come back out, and it will have changed. But it allows you to see what's in there before you actually go in there, which is exactly where we're heading. And now I think about it, that's why it started in what is now literally 29 minutes. Because that's when his emotion changes. So when his emotion changes, that makes lots of sense. Oh, but I don't want any of these. You know what? I'm going to use you. Plants! That is right. They have added planting into Warframe. I don't know what I did, but I broke something. This is kind of expected when updates happen, but yeah, it jumped into life when I go near it, but I can't actually do a damn thing about it. But you can see it's every 12 hours, 6 random plants from duviri will grow. I'm assuming they just go, I've set them off, and in 20 hours, I'm going to be able to go there and harvest them. And just, if you don't have them, go near them, it'll play that animation, and 20 hours later, 6 random plants will be there. In duviri, we have these new Paragram's Lost Tomes that, well, they're going to be kind of, if this does what it says it does, oh yeah, you can fly around as the owl. Or you're supposed to be able to, hi. Looking for everything that kind of lights up. Oh, you don't control its flight. You can basically you can only control what it's looking at, and you do get a decree from it. I love those things. I wish we could get you so much easier. And this is where I would love everything to work wonderfully, but there is also these. What they are calling spiteful decrees. There are 5 of these. There is 15 new ones, but there are 5 spiteful decrees. Minus maximum health but increase to damage. Minus status duration but plus crit chance. Minus 50 armor to increase base damage of your shots. Sacrifice weapon accuracy for more multi-shot. Take more damage to receive 200% chance to receive rare decrees. Yeah, they're called spiteful and they're called it for a reason, but there is... That means there's only 10 new ones. Still 15. And some of these are actually pretty decent. Shots deal an extra hit when 200% corrosive damage. With... Yeah. That way I read that made no sense. But basically, for every shot you will be doing 200% corrosive damage as well. Yeah, being able to take the armor off. This... Oh, that just made the whole steel path side of things so much easier to do. Assuming, of course, they actually appear there, but I don't see why they wouldn't. Each stack of corrosion grants 180 times armor. Or just 180 armor, and that stores, I don't know why that's there. Up to 5 times for 12 seconds. 180 times 5 extra armor. That's a lot. And there is a lot of these that are pretty decent, but to be fair, I want to take this one, but I want to see if I can't find one of the newer ones, just for the, well, that was easier than I thought. Ah, no. I'll take that one. Ah, there's the prison right there. It's going to have lots of weirdness around it that I'm going to get into later on, like new resources, lots of other things. This is where I'd love to also take flight and go up there, but for some reason this doesn't work. What you're interested in is this big bit in the middle, and what you're more interested in would be the person sitting outside of it somewhere. Right, so where is the warden? Because Kullervo is inside of these cells. I'll go into more information about it, but really I kind of don't want to, and I really am assuming that who we're looking for should be through here. I can't even roll anymore. What the hell, Digital Extreme? Come on, don't mess with people's controls. There's also something in there that they showed would be possible to get to, but like everything else, my game bugged when I came in and now nothing works, which is just super annoying. Found him, he's actually right above it. I mean, there's the prison right there, and we flew around trying to find him for a while, and he's standing right here. The warden is basically how you start off the new boss battle, that I'm not going to be able to do because half my controls don't work. Oh look, confront Kullervo, 5 decrees recommended. Okay, let's just do this anyway, because I cannot damage you, you turd. Like, at all. Nothing works. That was aim. I was melee. What are you doing to me? Come on. I hate that. Yeah, just kill me. Just kill me. I'm done. This boss battle is going to be how you are going to be able to get his parts. You will be able to see his abilities while doing this, and I would assume you can do it about... Oh. Wow, that lasts quite a while. You missed. Oh, come on, I stopped. You couldn't hit me with that? Oh, look, there's that legendary sword of yours. That would have been nice to try out. Oh, and I'm dead. There is so much more in here. Honestly, it would take me way too long to get onto the fact that the broken controllers and made this game 1000% unplayable unless you use a keyboard and mouse, at which case hope you haven't custom bound your keys because they also don't work. Yeah, outside of that, there is so many other things to do in this. It's kind of great. There's some new arcanes that have been thrown in here. I was going to try and find one of these side objectives, because once you have found... They did say 7 decrees, but it just says experience 4 new side objectives. Basically, portals to the Undercroft have finally opened. They're not just a portal that goes nowhere. There is actually missions inside of them that looks like they are going to be quite fun. Would also love to know why what are the ticks, and can we have those on our maps? I have no idea what's on the map. I don't tend to use it, to be honest. The Cave racing is also back. Cave customizations kind of coincide with that. There's the tomes, the totems as I called it. Lost belongings can be found all over the map. Collecting all the lost belongings will reward duviri resources, intrinsics, and a decree. Yeah? So you can't have an item in a landing craft. That should have been something that was done a year ago. A year and a half ago, actually. The Drifter should have came out being able to wear the operator outfits. But never mind. No. No. That mask haunts me. Duviri Steel Path has trophies and emotes. By complete a mission on the Steel Path, complete a full spiral in the duviri experience, and the lone story. So nothing on here dictates that you have or haven't done it. Because I've done many of that. Accidentally did that. It was a nightmare. And the lone story, well, quite literally. No decrees, just the baseline story. Ooh. On Steel Path? Gonna be annoying. But I have kind of put this off because there it is. If you go to here, it will automatically load it in. So the prison island that we've already been to, by the way, will always be there for the next 12 days till the 5th of July. Come the 5th of July, you're just going to have to hope to catch it. Basically spawning in at certain times of day in certain modes of Dominus Thrax. So you've got 14 days to get a hold of Kullervo because his parts dropped from that boss battle. Again, I didn't rage on that. I raged because I cannot do anything in this game at the moment because, well, even tried using the keyboard and all the key settings are wrong. So I don't know what anything is doing until I actually fix it. But I am glad the event is there. I just think it should appear under events. Because we literally look at it and, well, it says it's literally just started with the red text. It should pop up here that there's an event going on. But in typical Digital Extreme fashion, they don't care about events. And with that, we'll leave this off here. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.